has been an exciting 5 days, intense, very good content, rich content in policy making, and very, inspiring as well. Contextualizing the things that many of us in public service do on a daily basis, but never take time to step back and think about it in the context of the national public policy space.
The program was good, I would say, quite intense. I was able to understand how policy is formulated at government level, what are the key challenges, what we see being done wrong, and how we should go about developing sustainable policy.
The program has been very intense, but very relevant, because in government and at my position, we are constantly making policy, reviewing it, implementing it, and monitoring it. And so having come here was actually godsend for me, because I've been able to realign my experience to existing models in the area of public policy.
The program is very unique, and I really found more than what I was expecting. Well designed, faculties were excellent, well experienced faculties, and the materials I really liked. I learned a lot, and actually I got something that I could implement in my country.
Key takeaways for me, I think, is the issue of governance and how governance plays a critical part in policy making. I think we haven't done it very well at the Youth Fund, and appreciating how coming up with good, adaptable and practical policies actually affects the implementation of our mandate.
I've understood the framework of policy implementation, right from inception, execution, monitoring and evaluation. I've understood the issue of public-private partnerships and why they fail, a snapshot. And then I've met excellent networks here. Again, it's a good takeaway. I've met some people whom I would not have met otherwise, and we've had a great time of sharing experiences.
The content was quite relevant to me, because I'm aspiring to run for governor of Nyeri County. What this course has enabled me is to understand the kind of policies I would want to champion, how to go about them, how to involve the public, how to monitor and evaluate the success of those policies, and generally the use and protection of resources.
To me, what especially came out very well was the use of the case studies. I've always read about these case studies, but never really gotten to have them used in a class very much like they've been in this course.
I also found the case studies to be very enriching. Part of policy making requires that we do benchmarking, looking at what others have done in other jurisdictions, what challenges they faced, how they overcame those challenges, and where there have been failures, how do we then borrow best practice but fix the problems that other jurisdictions had.
The content delivery was more so very good because of the experience and the expertise of the lecturers, of the presenters involved. Each one of them from different backgrounds actually knew what they were coming to present, and presented in such a way that you were able to actually relate to what they're presenting, and you're able to actually benefit from it.
The lecturers were very good. They were relevant to the time. Some of them have been part and parcel of some of those case studies. That was very interesting, and reality. It wasn't very academic. It was more on what is going on now. That's what I liked.
The faculty was just awesome, amazing, very experienced, very focused on ensuring that the class is keeping up with them and getting the concepts, understanding the principles, challenging us to implement the things that we are learning, so that we make a difference and an impact in the places that we work.
I think this is a must-do program for policymakers, whether at the national or at the county governments. So if you want to change how you look at public policy, how you engage public policy, how you execute it, how you monitor and evaluate it, then you actually need to take this program.
I think my management needs this program, but as well, I think any good national development policy requires that people who are in critical positions of public service, whether it is policy making or implementation, have such an exposure, because this then exposes them to a global best practice.